If you are joining us live, please chat in the Facebook comments or in the comments on your Zoom. Hello. I want to know you can see me and can hear me. Hello from Lisa. Yay. We did it. Awesome. Lisa, can you see my screen okay? Ixa, Lisa, welcome. Hello. As you guys join, come on in, grab yourself a glass of water, a bottle of water, a hot tea, a cold tea, whatever sounds good. I'm so excited for today. It's going to be amazing. And we will begin in about 8 minutes. So welcome. You got your spot. If you are here and hearing me now, congratulations. And we will see you. We'll begin here in just about 8 more minutes. I'm feeling very proud of myself today with technology. Thanks to Lisa's help and mine. We've accomplished a lot. For those of you that are listening right now, say hello, comment in the chat box. We got to get used to this chat box because we are giving away some awesome prizes today. And the way we're going to be determining, Lisa is here and she is going to be doing a raffle based off of how many times y'all chat and comment and keep this super interactive because I love hearing from you guys. So if you are hopping on now, please find the chat box, say hello. If you are on Facebook, comment below. I will see if I am talented enough to give this masterclass and look at the chat box in Zoom and in Facebook. We'll see if I can do it. I may or may not be able to, but I will try. So welcome everyone that's joining. Hi, Anne. Thanks for saying hello. Anne from Palo Alto, California. Welcome. And where is that? Is that up north? My family lives near the Santa Barbara Carpinteria area, and I should know Palo Alto. I know the name, but Lisa says, I see you in the Facebook. Fabulous. Paula says, hi, I heard you on Maureen Lake's podcast and loved it. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. So excited you're here. And Maureen, she is the best. So good. Oh, near Stanford. Okay, cool. Love it, you guys. Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited. I've been spending all day long recreating this masterclass for you. It's going to be so fabulous. All right, I'm going to go onto Facebook while we're waiting. We're going to start in about 6 more minutes. So those of you who just joined, grab yourself a glass of water and enjoy this time. Maybe a pen and paper. You might want to take some notes. I think I would if I were me. Lisa, I'm trying to figure out, I'm going to text you, Lisa, if you can hear me. Doo-doo-doo. Welcome to everyone that's showing up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Say hello. Come find me in the chat box. We're going to be giving away awesome prizes. If you didn't hear that earlier, we're giving away some Amazon gift cards, and you guys, we're even giving away, I have a group coaching program that starts mid-September, and we are going to give away to one lucky person who's super interactive, showing up live. We're going to give away an entire free coaching program. Amazing. We've never done that before, and I'm super jazzed about it. So find the chat box, say hello, let me know where you're coming in from, how you heard of me, what you've been doing to stay healthy. Maybe you don't feel good at all and that's why you're here. That's cool too. But we will start in 4 minutes. Thank you guys for showing up. It's a beautiful day. It was my son's first day of school. He started 5th grade today, and he goes to a different kind of school system than my daughter, so he's starting almost a week early. And we live in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, so it was very cold this morning, like frost out on the grass, and you needed jackets. And now I think it's like 85 degrees. It's so hot. It's crazy. You go inside in the morning and you come out and you're totally dressed wrong. Donna says, hello from Ohio. Welcome. So excited you're here. Anne says she's here from the water challenge. Yeah, girl. I hope you got your water with you. It's so weird that I can't see you all, but cheers. You guys can probably hear every gulp through my headphones. Sorry about that. We have 2.5 more minutes before launch, and we will start right on time. I want to honor your time. And we'll get going. Anne says, yes, she came here from the water challenge. She's keeping it up. It was life-changing. That's what I like to hear. Congratulations. Life challenging. I think you meant to say changing, but I'm not sure. Sharon, hello from Rome, Georgia. Welcome, Sharon. So awesome. Yes, Anne says changing. Paula says, I can see you. Fabulous. So happy to hear that. I'm glad you find the chat box. If you guys are hopping on, please say hello in the chat box. I was just sharing with everyone, we're going to be giving away some Amazon gift cards and even a free coaching program. I have a group coaching program that starts September 16th. One lucky winner today, we will announce at the very end of this. We'll get both Amazon gift cards and or a free entrance to my group coaching program. We've never done this before, and the way that you are going to win is being super interactive in the chats. I was a teacher for 10 years, and so it's so weird to be talking to my face. So I'm grateful for your chatting. It helps me, and engagement, it helps me. Christy says hello. So welcome, Christy. So happy to have you. Angie, hello from Newark, Delaware. Welcome, Angie. And Robbie here from Wellsville, Ohio. Luann, hello, my dear. Thank you for all you do, sweetness. I'm so happy to see you here. Awesome. All right, 1 minute and we begin. 1 minute. I'm gonna, while we're doing that, see if I can come onto the Facebook group, see if I'm talented enough. I may or may not be. I don't think it's showing up in my Facebook group, Lisa. Not that you can do anything about that, but let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, yay. Alian here from San Antonio. Dawn. Welcome, Christy. Hello, Darla. So excited. She says, I'm here to learn as much as I can to help you continue your journey. So excited to have you. May McGee from St. Louis. Roberta, hello from Illinois. Sandy, your daughter's in 5th grade too, and 87 degrees in Boise. Yes, you are hotter than us. Hi, Joe. Welcome. And from Williston, North Dakota. Fabulous. Yeah, Frost. Where do I live? Our highs are 104 degrees. Oh my goodness, Central Texas. We live in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Definitely a little bit more mountainous. Okay, you guys, I have you on the Facebook group. I have you Zooming with me. So hopefully, whichever method you were able to find me, I will be able to interact with all of you. Fingers crossed, technology is working for us. Congratulations. Welcome. You have made it to the Jenny Carr Health Feel Better Now Masterclass. I think you all know by now I am a leading inflammation expert, and some of you may or may not be new with me. Maybe I have to go like this. So I am going to tell you a super short little snippet about me that I think is prevalent to your healing journey so that you understand I really can relate with many of you. And then we're going to get to the bolts and the nuggets and all the stuff to help you feel better right now. So I am Jenny Carr, international bestselling author. I've become a leading inflammation expert over the course of the past couple of decades. It is my sole purpose to help others heal from chronic symptoms because I became undeniable. I need to just say this in third person. Jenny's sole purpose to help others heal from chronic symptoms became undeniable after her near-death experience due to chronic Lyme and a parasite infection so severe it put holes in many of her endocrine glands. It's funny talking third person. It was in adopting and maintaining anti-inflammatory eating that truly saved her life. Jenny is on a mission to help over 40% of the general population whom suffer from chronic health conditions significantly improve, if not reverse, their chronic symptoms. That's right, you guys. Over 40% of our general population have a diagnosed chronic health condition. So it's closer to probably something like 70 to 80% at a minimum to have chronic symptoms. So we're going to be talking about that more. So Jenny teaches people how to melt away inflammation through anti-inflammatory eating and living without feeling deprived or overwhelmed. Because you can have your cupcakes, cookies, and bread anti-inflammatory style. As you guys can see, I've been seen on NBC, ABC News, iHeartRadio, CNBC, Well and Good, My Body Green, U.S. News and World Report, Dr. Hyman, and many, many more. It is definitely on the right path to help spread this mission. So if you guys are joining, please say hello. This is important for you all to hear. Thank you for the love, Lisa. Feel better now. This is our webinar, Reverse Chronic Symptoms While Eating the Foods You Love, Anti-Inflammatory Style. And happy announcement for those who are just joining. I know everyone else knows. We're giving away free stuff today. We're going to invite you into an amazing opportunity, and we're even going to give away a free group coaching program, which begins September 16th. We're also giving away some Amazon gift cards. You guys, give it up. If you're on Facebook, give me some love because I am so jazzed. I love giving away presents. I love getting presents. It's just fun. And the way that you are going to win is when you comment a lot throughout this presentation. That's how you're going to be put into a raffle. Lisa's doing this for me, figuring out the raffle. At the end, we'll be announcing, or maybe even a little bit throughout, who is the lucky winners for these Amazon gift cards and the group presentation. Now, why do I want you guys to comment so much? A couple of reasons. Number one, it helps us stay engaged. I was a teacher for 10 years. I get it. I understand how we learn, right? Number two, I was a teacher and I used to have students in front of me. It's really weird teaching and staring into a screen looking at myself. So I can't see you, but I can hear your comments. I can interact with you that way, which makes me very, very happy. So thank you. And number three, I want to be on track and guide this presentation the way that best supports you. So if you have questions, if you can relate, if you can connect to what I'm saying, anything, just let me know. I really want to help you because you're showing up right here, right now, and I want to help you in this entire process. So thank you, Carol, Christy, Rona, Sue, welcome, Peggy, Donna, you guys, welcome. So excited you're here. All right, so let's begin with the nuts and bolts. Some of you know this, some of you don't, but it's very important. Chronic inflammation impacts over 40% of the population, much more, it's like 70 to 80%. Here's the thing. Inflammation is like synonymous for toxins, okay? We can kind of use those words interactive between the two of one another. Excuse me. And we know that inflammation is all the buzz. We know it's not good for us. We even know toxins aren't good for us, but where do they all come from? How do we get inflammation and how does it affect us? The more I do this, as I've been coaching people for over a decade, the more I realize that even when I say chronic inflammation causes chronic symptoms, any chronic symptom, mental, emotional, it could be behavioral, like a sensory condition, ADD, ADHD, etc., and definitely physical. Chronic means it's been with you for 2 to 3 months or more, and maybe not every single day, but definitely more days than not, okay? That is our definition of a chronic symptom. Here's the deal. Inflammation goes to the areas in your body that are most susceptible. So it shows up differently for each person, which is why it's confusing and people have a hard time understanding whether or not they have inflammation. I'm loving everyone that's showing up. Thank you for saying hello. You guys are doing good. I know you want to win those prizes. Anne says, good grief, I'm doomed. Looked at your list of symptoms. So this list, you guys, is not even close to a comprehensive list. It is a small example of ways that inflammation can show up. They go to areas where we're genetically predisposed. They go to areas in our body that have overuse. Like maybe you're a marathon runner and you run a bunch, and so your joints, your knees, your ankles, your hips, your back have a lot of wear and tear. It will go to those areas. It will go to areas that just aren't quite as strong in the body. But here's the deal. We may say genetics run in our family, or when we get to a certain age, our metabolism slows down and we start feeling old and tired and all these things. But the truth of the matter is, if we can eliminate the inflammation, all of these chronic symptoms, whether they're diagnosed or undiagnosed, begin to melt away, because inflammation is at the root of all of them. And this is exactly why I'm so crazy passionate about this topic. I love nutrition. I love the holistic approach to health and healing, and I dive into all of those. But the thing is, getting rid of the inflammation is the #1 fastest, most effective method to reverse or significantly improve your chronic symptoms. So I want to hear a yes, a thumbs up, tell me what you can relate to when you're looking at this list. Do you have chronic body pain, bloating, digestive disorders, any sort of pre-diabetic or diabetic conditions, Crohn's disease, leaky gut, slow metabolism, cancer, lupus, joint pain, headaches, migraines, celiac disease, arthritis, heart disease? Rona says she's got celiac disease. Yeah. Sleeping issues, colitis, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, hormonal imbalance, psoriasis, memory issues, fibromyalgia, fatigue, intense cravings or addiction to sugar, any sort of autoimmune condition, Hashimoto's, feeling super sluggish, you've got tension in your muscles, tension in your body, cervical issues, always feeling puffy or swollen, neuropathy, intestinal issues, movement with gait issues, adrenal deficiencies, any sort of hormonal deficiencies, brain fog, gas, itchy skin, constipation, diarrhea, I said hormonal imbalance, allergies, respiratory conditions, Lyme disease, difficulty healing in general. That is a small list. If there's anything that I didn't share, and I see you guys commenting away, nice work. If there's anything I didn't share, but you experience as a chronic symptom and you want to know if inflammation has to do with it, type it in the comments. Yeah, definitely. Anne says she's going to print this out. Nice. Cancer, gut issues, prediabetes, migraine, some skin problems, irritable bowel, several things on the list, body pain, pre-diabetic, knee pain, sugar cravings, migraines, skin rashes, IBS, thyroid, hormone issues, born with spina bifida, yep, allergies, fatigue, migraines, hair thinning. Yes, that's something I didn't mention, but that is a big thing of inflammation. More hormonal imbalance, chronic pain, itchy skin, high blood pressure, psoriasis. Peggy says she's been on anti-inflammatory diet and it made a huge difference. I had some family issues and got off. Want to get back on. We're going to be talking more about that. Darla says, just since the water challenge, my acid reflux is gone and so are my stomach issues from the Facebook group. And Carol says, bloating, high blood pressure, poor sleep. We've got hormone issues, more bloating, swollen, fatigue, skin, outbreaking, feeling bad all the time, osteoarthritis, tennis elbow. We've got all kinds of things going up. So you guys, oh, Lisa says, be sure to post all panelists and attendees. Underneath the chat box, there's a little drop-down arrow. If you are in the Zoom, make sure it says all panelists and attendees. So you guys, that's the only way I can see it. If you have, does it affect hearing? That's a really good question. If it, maybe, I haven't worked with anyone with hearing. So it's possible. The cells in your body regenerate, and we're going to get to that too. Great question. So it certainly could help. But here's the deal, you guys. This is just a tiny little population, us, this little sliver of people. And all those things I just wrote off, that's just from us, this little group of people. So we have to be the change we want to see in the world. We have to be the change we want to see in our family. We have to stand up for ourselves and heal so we can inspire other people, not by telling them what to do, simply by being us and shining bright. Okay? This is our job. So how is inflammation affecting you? Physical, behavioral, mental, and emotional? I think you all just shared that with me. Darlene says her joints feel so much better since drinking all the water. Yeah, definitely. So good. Okay. Here's the deal, you guys. For people who really follow this protocol with integrity, and I'm going to go over the steps of the protocol, and we dive more deeply into this group coaching program. There's different methods that you can dive more deeply into this. But people who follow this protocol with integrity, we have a 100% success rate in significantly improving, if not reversing, chronic symptoms. Some things may not fully reverse, but they will improve. And there's gold to this. For example, when I started anti-inflammatory eating, I started it because I wanted to lose weight and I wanted to get out of this depressive state. And what happened was that my endometriosis that I had had surgery for before and had had for years, it went away. And the pain in my knee that doctors misdiagnosed me with juvenile single joint rheumatoid arthritis went away. My skin was always pretty clear, but it cleared up even more. Like all these amazing things happened. My hormones balanced. I got off thyroid meds. I didn't know that would happen with anti-inflammatory eating. So there is so much gold. Here's what a few people in my group coaching program have said. Loving this group and all the great information I've been doing since this last Saturday, now a week. I have definitely seen a difference, like sleeping better, huge decrease in sugar cravings, losing more weight. I think my skin looks better too. I do believe my neck pain is decreasing slowly. Some things regenerate more quickly and others a little bit less quickly. But you guys, how cool is that? In 1 week of following my protocol, this is what this person experienced. Just wanted to share, I've started the new year going gluten-free. I needed to lose weight. Then I started Jenny Carr's 5-day challenge, slightly different than just gluten-free. Actually quite a bit different. And today I have lost 12.5 pounds. I'm so very grateful to find this group, follow success stories, and continue my journey to weight loss and good health. Someone else says, knee pain has decreased and my cravings have literally vanished. How amazing would it be, y'all, if your cravings just vanished? If you didn't have to have the energy and fight with these cravings throughout the day. Do I have the cookie? Do I not? Do I have the I don't know, candy? Do I not? Like, wouldn't it be nice if you just didn't have to deal with that? Someone else says, this is my 16th day with no sugar, drinking over a gallon of water. My tummy issues are gone. I've lost 11 pounds. My blood sugar levels have improved significantly. I feel better every day. Sure wish I'd known about this years ago. I cannot tell you how many times I hear that. Ann says, I wrote that. Awesome. I love it, Nan. Yeah. How are your chronic symptoms stopping you from living the day-to-day life you dream of? You guys, this is really important. In fact, I just talked about this in a coaching call inside my group coaching program today. It is so important that we understand this because it becomes our why. It becomes our motivation. So for example, if you have pain in your body, right? If you have pain in your body, it's not fun. It's uncomfortable. It's probably even a nuisance to some degree. But how is that pain stopping you from living the day-to-day life that you dream of? Is it stopping you from playing with your grandkids that you've always been so excited to have grandkids and play with them and now you can't? Is it stopping you from moving your body the way you would like? I know it certainly stopped me from becoming a Division I athlete, marathon runner, mountain climber to not. Does it impact the way you connect with loved ones? Are your symptoms getting in the way of your career, volunteer, or work project? So in the comments, I want you guys, if any of this is relating with you, let me know, right? How are your symptoms stopping you from living the day-to-day life that you dream of? Is your health impacting family time and bonding? That was definitely me. That was my big, big why. When I was bedridden and sick for years, I had a 1-year-old and a 5-year-old. I just wanted to be a mom that could help with homework and bring them to ski practice and could have the energy for allow them to have sleepovers, and none of that happened. So that was a huge deal for me. Does it stop you from socializing with friends? Maybe you're too tired. Maybe you're too depressed or anxious. Maybe you have to go to the bathroom so often that you spend more time in the bathroom than you can socializing. And do you feel tired, depressed, and anxious every day? A lot of people with chronic symptoms definitely feel that. Carol Ann in the Facebook group says, yeah, I used to run and haven't been able to do it for over a year. Let's get you back to that sweetness. Darla says, as of today, I've lost a total of 20 pounds. Nice work. What gave you the idea to turn towards anti-inflammatory eating? That's a good question, Dawn. I will answer that. Ixa says, exhaustion, low energy, have to nap. Yep. Some significant hair loss impacts you emotionally so much. I have worked with people with that. It's a very big deal. It feels like your identity is going away. I have knee pain, hard to get on the floor, playing with my granddaughter, feeling very depressed. Yes, absolutely. Okay, good. You guys, you're getting the point here. Not good that you're experiencing this, but good that you're getting the point. Because my goal is to make all of this easy and accessible and fun for you to do, make it taste good so that you can maintain. But sometimes we have to remember our why. How is it stopping you from living this way so that we can turn that around? I used to golf, but your hands hurt too much. Luann says, I've been having bowel issues recently. I'm hoping it's detoxing. In the bathroom a lot. Yeah. I worked with a VIP client. I offer one-day VIP retreats, and I worked with a VIP client who we had a pre-meeting, a VIP day, and a post-meeting about a month later. And she told me when we spoke at the pre-meeting that she had all kinds of different stuff going on, leaky gut and stomach stuff and pain all over, and a lot of pain and arthritis in her fingers. And she was a pianist. She loved to play the piano. She couldn't play anymore. And when we met just slightly over a month later, she was playing the piano and almost all of her pain and symptoms were gone. Leaky gut takes a little bit longer to heal, but definitely improving. Okay. Roberta says, ran down all the time, feeling run down all the time, feel like I can't go on sleep a lot. Weight just keeps coming on. Yeah, definitely. So I want to share with you a few inspirational stories, and then we're going to dig into how to heal this, right? So this is Eric. Eric is actually my cousin. Very proud of him. And here's what he said. Clean eating did a lot more than just help me lose weight, which is what he kind of came to me for. He said, I decided to try it since I had such bad back pain from a herniated disc, and the proposition of back surgery had recently surfaced in his life. It seemed obvious that eating healthy and not drinking beer would help him lose weight, but what was bigger than the relief from back pain and the weight loss was the feeling he got. He says, I had energy and wasn't as angry as I had been. When I started clean eating, I was traveling a lot. I flew once a week, lived in hotels, and ate in restaurants 3 meals a day. This was an extremely stressful time in my life, and the stress flowed through my anger and my marriage. Through my work with Jenny, I learned how to eat clean on the go, and soon my relationship began to improve. Clean eating didn't fix the problem of me not being at home or remove the stress of travel, but it did give me the energy to do my job and work at my marriage. Now 50 pounds lighter, free of back pain and anger, life continues to fulfill me on a daily basis. So you guys, he came in here trying to lose weight, and what happened was his back pain went away. He didn't have to have surgery. He eliminated his anger, his stress, felt so much better, and he actually has not only this little boy, but a little set of girl twins. So awesome. And then we've got Jackie. Jackie says, 1 year ago, I thought I was too old to lose weight and get healthy. Over the years, I tried many different diets with a temporary fix. Today, I know different. I have lost 50 pounds and look forward to losing more. I am off all my medications, including high blood pressure meds. Jenny has taught me to eat clean, and I'm here to tell you I feel so much better. Jenny's encouragement and teachings have taught me it's never too late. She is amazing. She reduced her meds, and she felt better, you guys. She felt empowered to continue feeling this way and eating this way because it's easy and tasty and fun. And then Addie says, to everyone I meet that's experiencing chronic pain, overweight, but wanting to be the best version of themselves that they can be, I know deep in my heart that Jenny can solve just about anyone's problems. It's me, but it's more about getting rid of the inflammation, you guys. If you want to get off your meds, the only way to do that is to treat your body with respect. I had and have difficulties with this, but Jenny helps me stay on track. Honestly, I don't know what to do without her. It is amazing what some accountability can do. So she lost weight, decreased meds, improved her sleep, eliminated chronic depression, and gained motivation. Her testimonial was too long to put it all in here. I had to cut it back. So pretty cool, right? These people, I hope, are inspiring you. I know they definitely inspire me. And I think that when we share our stories, we hear what's possible. So often when we get to a certain age, we don't think it's possible to regenerate the cells and to lose weight and to gain energy. We think it's the opposite. So often when we're on meds, the doctors tell us, you're going to be on this for life, and you're probably going to have to increase your amount. I know that was the case for me when I was on thyroid meds. Doctors are not used to seeing us go off of medication, and you have to do it with your doctor. That's not my specialty, but your body heals when we get rid of the inflammation. And I have a tried and true method to do that. But you guys, excuse me. Adonna says, even the simple task of standing for a while and making the bed are difficult. Yes, Venus, I'm sending love to you. And says she'd love to get off blood pressure meds. And Dawn says, are you saying that eating this way will stop the arthritis and need for joint replacement? It is very possible. Everyone is different, but it will significantly improve, if not reverse, your arthritis. If it doesn't reverse it, it will significantly improve it. And you may or may not need a joint replacement for, I'm trying to think. There have been 3 people I've worked with, 4 people I've worked with in the last couple of years who doctors have said, you need to have surgery. And they came to me. They worked with me and one-on-one, so they were very committed. They were in integrity, which is a key component to this. And all 3 of the 4 were able to eliminate surgery entirely. The 4th person, the one person, had her surgery and recovered unbelievably fast. The doctors were shocked how fast she recovered. It's pretty cool. Kara wants to get off blood pressure meds. Adonna wants to get off meds. Yeah, you guys, meds are necessary when we need them, but to be on them for life, it's amazing if we don't have to do that. Okay, time for a raffle. You guys are doing so good. I'm so grateful for your interaction. Thank you so much. You're totally making my day. Pat Tim's just joined. Welcome. Lisa says she's banking on it. So Paula says she wants more energy. Robbie said, I had idiopathic fevers more than 3 or 4 years, 5 times a month. Since doing the 10-day cleanse, I have not had a fever for more than a month. Sweetness. I did not know that. Congratulations. You guys, this stuff you're going to hear, it's not a magic pill, but it is like magic. We need to tell the world about this. It really, truly is. It's science. And I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll get to it. Okay. Everyone wants to win the raffle. So Lisa is doing a raffle right now. We're going to raffle off. Are we raffling off 1 Amazon gift card? I believe, Miss Lisa. Joan says, what do you think about the keto diet to decrease inflammation? My friend swears by it. Oh, okay. So that's a really good question. And while Lisa's coming up with who our lucky winner is for this $20 Amazon gift card, the first of a couple, I think 2 we're giving away. Here's what I want to say about keto. Keto is not clean unless you are working with someone specifically to teach you how to do it anti-inflammatory style. There is a lot of inflammation. No, there's not sugar, which is great. So it takes out some inflammation, but there's still a lot of inflammatory things. And then if you have poor adrenals, if your adrenals are compromised, I should say, if your thyroid is a compromise, it is not a good fit for you. The keto diet it really taxes the adrenals and thyroid. Most of us have taxed adrenals if we have chronic illness. So if you don't have taxed adrenals, if you don't have taxed thyroids, and if you're doing clean keto version, right, which I can help people in my group coaching or VIP, like there's a certain way you have to do it, then yes, it can be good, but you don't want to do it forever. A lot of people say do it forever. I would not do it forever. Do it for a month or 2 and then rotate out. Do it for a month or 2. And when I say rotate out, I don't mean go eat sugar. Eat clean, anti-inflammatory foods, but maybe just not keto style. So I hope that helps. Lisa says, Rona Levine is our first winner for the $20 gift card. Rona, please message me your full name and email. Just put to all panelists, not attendees. So on the blue little drop-down box, it says all panelists and attendees. Rona, you just want to do all panelists. Allison Bowling says hi. So happy to see you, girlfriend. Sharon, what about fatty liver? Will this program help? Absolutely. I have helped countless people with fatty liver, 100%. Joan says, thank you for the information. You are so welcome. Congratulations, Rona. Okay, you guys. Oh, Teresa Hunger says, my name is not showing up. I see you though, sweetness. You are here. Okay. Nice work. I've been eating anti-inflammatory step by step since April. Amazing. What do I think about the Whole30 diet? I think the Whole30 diet is generally a good diet, except for at the end of the 30 days, they say go and add back your foods. And that's when 99% of the time people go back. They don't know what to add, what not to add. They get sick and they end up feeling eventually, and often very quickly, sometimes takes later for certain people, feeling those chronic symptoms again. You guys, we're going to talk about this. It is in learning how to maintain. You can do a challenge. I've done a challenge with many of you and you felt great. I don't know how many of you maintained it. And that is what my group coaching program is all about. And hopefully you'll learn some of that today. Okay, good. Rona, I see your email. Lisa, let us know if you got that. Fabulous. Oh, Rona, just email it to info@Jenny@JennyCarHealth, please. info@JennyCarHealth.com. Cool. All right. Sound too good to be true, you guys? Does it sound too good to be true to have all of these amazing testimonials, all of these people have been sharing about? It is not. Why? Because the key is to eliminate inflammation and healing follows. What we are doing is putting your body into a healing state. That is the goal. That is the key to success. It is science. It's not a weird theory. There's a lot of different theories, especially in the world of nutrition. I hear people all the time, they're like, it's so confusing. Yeah, Carol says she wants to find a way to eat for life. Exactly, but how do we eat for life? Which way is better? I don't know, right? Here's the way that's best. Keep the inflammation out, because inflammation hits us not just from diet, and we're going to talk about this in a minute, but it hits us from environmental toxins, from stress, not enough water, lack of movement, not enough sleep, and of course diet. So we're really inundated by toxins and inflammation all the time, but we have control over our diet because we have to eat or drink multiple times a day to stay alive. Okay. So how can we make those foods anti-inflammatory without feeling overwhelmed, without feeling deprived? That is the art, right? In order to maintain is the key word. How many of you, tell me right now in the chats box, how many of you have done some sort of diet or challenge, cleanse, etc., where you felt great and you're like, ooh, this is amazing, I want to eat this way, but then eventually or immediately stopped eating that way and went back to not feeling well? Let me know if that has ever happened to you. And if so, how many times has that happened to you? Because I know, speaking for myself and many of the people that I coach, so often it's in maintaining where things become more challenging. Several times, Rona says, yes. We need to find a way to satisfy the taste buds and create easy access to comfort foods that are anti-inflammatory style. Because you guys, you know what the truth is? Most of us are going to have bread at some point in time. We might want to have pancakes. We might want to have some muffins like here. These muffins, by the way, were, they're my coconut almond almond raspberry muffins. The recipe is in my book, Piece of Cake, and they are so good that Well and Good, which is one of the very top online health and wellness platforms, published a book and asked for the recipe to be in it. They're delicious. You got to check them out. Yeah, someone says have a hard time digesting grains. How do we eat then, right? A lot of people, especially if there's leaky gut involved, grains do not work well. Peggy says, not feeling well if I get off your diet. I have felt so good on your diet and I had maintained for quite a few months, having trouble getting back to the healing. That is why I'm here. I'm so happy you're here, sweetness. Let's get you back to the healing. So this is the key. How do we maintain? All right. I want to talk about Oh, and really quickly, Chrissy says it gets overwhelming to make dinner for my family and then myself. A lot of times I just don't take care of myself, you guys. There's a lot of, I think, moms and women in this group, and we tend to be caregivers. I hear you. I am like, they used to call me Mama Hen in college. I was like the Mama Hen for my ski team. Totally get it. And what I have learned is that if we don't take care of ourselves first, our well dries up. If we love caring for others, if we love serving for others, if we love being that caregiver, that's amazing. It's such a gift. But if our well dries up, we can give nothing else. So we have to take care of ourselves first and foremost. And my next book, The Clean Eating Kid, Grocery Store Swaps to an Anti-Inflammatory Diet, it's all about, as is piece of cake, finding these foods that everyone loves, right? So you don't have to make separate meals. I'm kind of going all over the place. Luann says, I've done your program, but wasn't as good as I was on your program. I slipped off anti-inflammatory diet. I'm ready to get back on. Awesome. Okay, so here's the deal, you guys. Cellular healing. This is what we're doing. We're putting our body into a healing state. And while I love the art and the food and all this, I am a very scientific person, and I like to hear the science. So it says, I want you all to listen very carefully. This is important. Our cells regenerate or degenerate. They never stay the same. For the longest time, I thought we could just truck around and be like, oh, I'm just kind of staying the same. And every second of every moment, our cells are either regenerating or degenerating. It is science. It has been proven time and time again. And when our cells, on average, our cells either regenerate or degenerate, or I should say they replicate every 120 days. So approximately every 120 days, and it varies slightly depending on where we are, what part of the body, but approximately every 120 days, all the tissues, all the organs, everything in our body has an opportunity to experience new cell life. Now, our cells, if you see the cells on the right-hand side, these are red blood cells. And if you were to look at a red blood, like live blood analysis, they would show you your red blood cells. Cellular health, if you talk to any doctor, they're going to tell you, if you have great cellular health, you're going to have great health, right? Cells are literally the essence of our being, physically. So what happens if you look at a live blood analysis, okay, you will see these cells on the right-hand side. This is kind of an image of what a red blood cell would look like. It shows that it is round, it's plump. Notice these red blood cells are not touching one another. They're not stacked on top of each other. They're not deformed. They're round and plump. When we look at a live blood analysis and we see that, that tells us that there's not very many, if any, toxins, that they are absorbing vitamins and minerals, and that they're also absorbing water. They're hydrated. These are absolute key foundational concepts that we must have to experience vibrant healing. Okay? Now, on the left-hand side, you see these red blood cells, and this is more what it would look like if you looked underneath a slide. You see that they're stacked on top of each other. They're like bunched up together. Some of them, if you look, are way more deformed. They're not round and plump. And if you were to dig deeper, you would understand the reason this is happening is because there's toxins inside the red blood cell. And those toxins are actually stopping the red blood cell from being able to absorb vitamins and nutrients. So if you don't digest food well, this is one of the reasons why. And it stops the red blood cell from properly hydrating. So even though you may drink a ton of water, very often the water doesn't go into the live blood or into the cell as effectively as it could. So you've got this degenerating cell. Every day we're adding more toxins to it. Every day it's absorbing less and less vitamins and nutrients. Every day it's absorbing less and less water, and every day it's becoming more and more deformed. The spleen is like a Xerox machine, okay? The spleen it's one of the main components of it is to replicate the red blood cells. It's the powerhouse of our immune system. So these red blood cells will go through our body in about every 120 days. They're going to replicate in the spleen, like a Xerox machine. If the red blood cells have been degenerating all those 120 days because we're putting toxins in our mouth, because we're stressed, we're not drinking enough water, we're not moving our body, we've got environmental toxins going on. There's all these different reasons, right, that we're full of inflammation. That cell's more and more degenerated. It goes to the Xerox machine, and what does the Xerox machine make? A super degenerated red blood cell. And if we don't change our habits, you guys, that red blood cell gets more and more degenerated. This is aging fast forward. This is how you age quickly. This is why we experience pain, low energy. This is why our metabolism slows down. It's why we experience all those chronic symptoms. It is rooted in the cellular science. But if we take all the steps to melt away the inflammation, excuse me, we learn how to detoxify properly. We push the toxins out of those red blood cells. And every day of those 120 days, the deformed cells start to get more and more formed. They become more and more round and plump. The toxins are leaving. They're absorbing more vitamins and minerals. They're absorbing more water. Then it goes through the spleen, the Xerox machine, and what happens? It replicates a regenerated cell. And it may not be 100% regenerated depending on your body, but it is significantly improved. And if you keep at it, if you maintain, this is why maintaining is so key. If you maintain, then you keep regenerating. It goes through the spleen, the Xerox machine, and you get an even more regenerated, healthier cell. This is how you can literally grow young. Okay, so remember, in order to put our body into a healing state, we have to follow anti-inflammatory diet. What does that even mean? I'll get to it in a minute. We have to have enough water intake. We have to reduce our stress, which, by the way, when you follow an anti-inflammatory diet, you immediately experience less stress. Want to know why? Let me know if you want to know why. I wasn't going to have this be a part of it, but it is fun brain science. I'll wait to hear what you guys, if you want me to go there or not. And to be in a healing state, you have to have enough rest, enough movement. It can be gentle movement, but movement. And we have to address environmental toxins. These are things like bacteria and spirochete, Lyme spirochete, or any sort of bacterial spirochete, chronic viruses, parasites, pollution, construction, things like personal care products and makeup. The list goes on and on. What we cook with, it goes on and on and on. Okay, so everyone's like, yes, they want to know, how does following an anti-inflammatory diet help us eliminate stress? Here's the brain science. It's really gut and brain science because they're directly connected. So our liver and our large intestine are the largest producers of neurotransmitters in the body. Okay? Neurotransmitters are what are sent to our brain to help us think clearly, to help support hormonal production in the brain, which immediately, if our hormones are off, you all probably know, right? Us ladies in particular, if it's our time of the month or during menopause or whatever it may be, when we're pregnant, right? If our hormones are off, we can become a little bit more cranky, irritable, or sad, or stressed, or emotional. So it stabilizes hormones. It helps us to think more clearly and feel grounded. If we're thinking clearly, feeling grounded, and not emotional, and stress is happening, we can't control the outside stuff happening in our life. But stuff is happening, we can move through that with so much grace, with so much ease. It doesn't affect us the same way. It is amazing. Because if we're no longer putting in so many inflammatory foods and drinks, if we're learning how to properly detox, right, then our liver, which is its primary job is to detox. And in today's society, man, our liver is working overtime. It is constantly detox. It is inundated with toxins. Yes. Yes, Donna, the liver and gut problems absolutely affect the brain. It's direct correlation. So when we're inundated with toxins, the liver's primary job is to detox. The secondary job is to create neurotoxins, or not neurotoxins, neurotransmitters for the brain. So in order to stay alive, it has to process the toxins. It does not have to create neurotransmitters for us to stay alive. So it says, sorry, can't get to the neurotransmitters. I'm busy processing toxins. The same thing with our gut. When we're inundating it with food and drinks that are inflammatory, right? Then the gut's like, sorry, I'm just trying to like stay alive and deal with this. I cannot produce the neurotransmitters. I'm not feeling well. I don't have the energy. So we get brain fog. Raise your hand or say yes if you have ever or currently experienced brain fog. Right? You don't think clearly. You have a hard time like with memory. Old people are like, yes, for sure, 100%. I hear some people in the Facebook group are like, yes, yes, yes. Sandy's raising her hand. Okay, so here's the deal. When we eliminate these toxins, our liver all of a sudden frees up, right? It's like when your kids go back to school and you're like, oh, I have all this extra time. What am I going to do with myself? Oh, I'm going to create neurotransmitters because that's my secondary job. And it allows you to feel grounded, to think clearly, and to support your hormone production so that you are less stressed. How cool is that? Fun little fact. Okay. So what do we want to do? We want to regenerate our cells, put our body into a healing state, and maintain it so we can keep healing young. I hear, okay, Joan says, we all have stress and it is worse with all the technology that constantly bombards us 24/7. Yeah, that's part of environmental toxins, all the EMFs, definitely. Ixa loses her thoughts, thought it was menopausal, maybe, but we can help with a lot of the symptoms of menopause. Looking over in the Facebook group, so excited you guys are here. You love learning about science, have terrible memory. Okay, good. Sandy says, I love that analogy. Awesome, Sandy. So what do? We want to start to feel better fast. We need to start with our diet. We want to start feeling better fast. We've got to start with our diet. Now, there is no organization or association that says this is what anti-inflammatory eating means. In fact, many times I have looked up like Google, if you Google anti-inflammatory eating, it'll tell you all different things. And when I used to make meal plans, I would Google anti-inflammatory meal plans to like see what people had out there. And I'd see like organic whole wheat, organic cane sugar, organic butter. You guys, those are super inflammatory, so inflammatory that they make the list of the top 6 inflammatory foods, even if they're organic. So for some people, anti-inflammatory eating means add more cumin and spices and turmeric and chili pepper. That's cool, right? Ceylon cinnamon. There's so many amazing spices that help with inflammation. That's one definition for some people. Another definition is, you have to be vegan or vegetarian and only eat plant-based and, excuse me. And that's just what you have to do. And I feel like for me, a lot of that means like fancy meals. It gets complicated. There's some easier ways to do it. But when I tried to eat that way, it was like every meal was making all these, there were so many recipes or ingredients in the recipes, and it did not feel doable. It did not feel manageable to me. So here's what I've done. I'm getting ahead of myself. I have figured out the most streamlined process through what I call, it's my version of anti-inflammatory eating, that time and time again for over a decade has had consistent results as being the fastest way to push inflammation out of the body. And it starts with these top 6 inflammatory foods. There's other inflammatory foods, and if you do my group coaching program, we dive into those, but it begins with these, and these make the biggest impact. Number 1, processed sugar. As a side note, a very important side note. And says, do I have to stop drinking my glass of wine? I'll answer that in a minute. As a very important side note, processed sugar has over 50 names. You guys, it's names like, I need to have a little water. Excuse me. It's names like things that are obvious, high fructose corn syrup. But it's also names like organic cane sugar. Oh, this is my favorite. Grape juice concentrate, apple juice concentrate, any sort of juice concentrate, guess what? That's a processed sugar. Sounds super healthy. It's in loads of kids products. Brown rice syrup, how's that for a healthy sounding version? What about beet sugar? Sounds super healthy. You guys, there's over 50 names of processed sugar and they're confusing. It's overwhelming. But processed sugar is the #1 most inflammatory food that you put into your body. #1, tied with alcohol. Sorry, Ann, I'll tell you more about that. We'll get to the alcohol in a second. So we have to figure out how to swap these out. This is so you don't feel deprived part, right? So you don't feel deprived. Processed sugar, modern day wheat, cow dairy. So yes, butter's inflammatory, although you could do a goat butter. GMOs, refined oils, alcohol. You guys, refined oils include seed oils that have been heated. Those cause inflammation. So you're gonna hear these nuggets. These are nuances. It's one thing to be like, oh, I'm gluten-free, but guess what? Gluten-free doesn't mean hardly anything these days, because gluten-free worked like 10 years ago really, really well when people just stopped eating the bread and the pastries and all the things with gluten, because guess what? They stopped eating the modern day wheat. They stopped eating the processed sugar that was in it. They stopped eating the cow dairy that was in it. They stopped eating the GMOs that is in 99% of wheat. They stopped eating the refined oils. So 5 of the top 6 inflammatory foods were in most of the gluten-rich products. So when they stopped eating the gluten, they also stopped eating these top inflammatory foods. Okay? Now, the food company caught on to that. It's like the fat-free craze in the 90s. And they're like, ooh, sweet, it's gluten-free. We're going to add loads of sugar back to it. We're going to add loads of preservatives. We're going to add loads, maybe we'll add some dairy or some refined oils, right? We're definitely going to add loads of processed sugar. We're going to make it taste so good. We're going to make the label, make it sound like it's all healthy. You guys are going to think you're doing so good, and you're not going to understand why you are not feeling well. Someday I'm going to take this to the government level, and we're going to get some mandates down. But the big sugar corporations are a multi-billion-dollar industry, and they know how to trick us, you guys. They know how to trick us. So just because something's gluten-free now doesn't mean it's good. Okay. Can I go over the oils? The oils are refined oils. So and I'll tell you what to eat. Extra virgin coconut oil, virgin avocado oil, cold pressed for both of them, cold pressed, extra virgin, organic olive oil. Those are the oils. Everything else is inflammatory unless it's a seed oil that's cold pressed and refrigerated. So for example, hemp oil, flax oil, if you put those in your smoothie or on a salad, you don't heat them up and they're refrigerated, they're fabulous for you. Okay, but that's it. Clarified ghee, that becomes more personal. That's something we dive into in the group coaching program. Organic coconut sugar, yes, organic coconut sugar is good. Raw honey is good. Maple syrup is good, right? There's a number of options you can have, and I'm going to give you some examples below, because people say, so what do I eat then? Well, what about these foods? How do these sound, you guys? What if you ate these and gained health? We've got my cupcakes. By the way, all these are in my cookbook, Piece of Cake, The Secret to an Anti-Inflammatory Diet. Lemon bars. These were Well and Good's #1 recipe in 2018. I've got my Reese's almond butter bars, and I'll tell you what the swaps are on those in a minute. I'm not saying we're just going to eat comfort foods. I'm not saying we're just going to eat sugar, but when do we tend to fall off the wagon, you guys? If we're doing 80% of the time eating really good and 20% of the time we're not, and we still don't feel well, that means there's still too much inflammation. Maybe your body's not detoxing properly, which we talk about how to upregulate the detox pathways in the group coaching program. It's a whole nother class, right? Maybe there are certain foods you need, right? Maybe there's nuances that need to be made in order to feel better. Sometimes closing that 20% gap makes all the difference in the world. And I'll tell you a story about that later on in this class. But I want you to see, you can have these. And yeah, we totally still love our fruits and vegetables and our clean protein. We just want to find a solution so that you don't fall off the wagon without feeling deprived. Oh, time to raffle. See, it's a good thing Lisa put this in. Okay, Lisa, we're raffling again. So you guys let me know. Comment right now. Comment. What are you thinking? What are your ahas? Let me know what you are learning. If you're feeling inspired, I hope that this is helping you. Ixa says it's unrealistic to be 100% compliant 100% of the time. I'm here for the swabs. I just did Whole30 and felt deprived, not hungry, but deprived. Exactly. And that is one of the biggest things I hear from Whole30. Sounds doable, but I'm married to a wino. Haha. You guys, I have a client, or had a client. She's thus graduated. She came to me. She had IBS-C, which is IBS with constipation. She was in her 60s, early 60s. Since she had been in high school, she was diagnosed with IBS-C. This is an autoimmune type condition. It is chronic condition, and it's not fun. And here's what she said, Jenny, I'll do what you tell me, but you can't take away my vodka soda and you can't take away my chocolate. And I said, all right, fair enough. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off bit by bit, one food swap at a time, 1 week at a time. We're going to learn how to support your body so you don't have cravings, stabilize your blood sugar levels. We're going to learn how to hydrate your body. We're going to make you feel so good. And then I'm totally good with you not giving up your chocolate or vodka soda if you promise me one thing. Promise me that you will, in 2 weeks of being totally in integrity with everything else, you will come back with an open mind and let me know if you still want that vodka soda or chocolate. And you know what happened, Anne? She didn't want it because she felt so darn good. She was like, I don't crave it. I thought I would and I don't. So she had what I like to call mocktails. I do this all the time. I put kombucha in a wine glass or coconut water in a wine glass with raspberry dollops and mint sprigs. And I make it fun. You don't have to not be social. You can still enjoy things, right? That's what it's all about, feeling inclusion while staying clean. Christy Finney, you're our second winner. Congratulations on grabbing a $20 Amazon gift card. Please email info@JennyCarrHealth, Christy, to get us your email address. Ann says, since doing the gallon of water, I barely drink it all. And girl, that is just the tip of the iceberg. Those of you who did the water challenge, it literally, you had so many great results. It was so fun. Just the tip of the iceberg. So good. So good. Okay. So we are getting close towards the end. And here's the deal, you guys. At the very end, I am raffling off a group coaching program. It begins September 16th. It's worth $497. Some will say priceless. Okay. So we are almost there. And I cannot wait to raffle that off to all of you who continue to chat, continue to talk. Congratulations, Christy. And stay to the end. Sandy says, this is why I'm not successful. Sugar addict and always going back to it. I can be off it for months and feel great, but then I think I can grab that cookie. It's so true. I was like that. You guys, I used to go to gas stations, buy a Twix bar because that was my favorite. And I would tell myself, if I eat it fast and throw away the wrapper, it doesn't count. Like I totally had this law in my mind that's how it was going to work. And it didn't count if I ate it fast and threw away the wrapper. Needless to say, I still felt sick, not well, low energy, all kinds of stuff, right? So what if Sandy, comment in the Facebook Live. I know you're in the Facebook Live. Comment and tell me, what is the thing, if it's a cookie, what do you fall off the wagon with? What kind of cookie? Because I guarantee you, this is my zone of genius, I can find you a swap. Whether it's a quick recipe or a grocery store swap, I will find you a swap without inflammation that feels delicious, so that if that's the thing that you love, whether it's chocolate, and I'm going to show you guys some awesome grocery store swaps here in a minute, then you can still enjoy it without getting inflammation and feeling sick. Awesome. Okay. Angie says, you swap out equal amounts of baking, half cup of coconut oil in place of lard. For coconut oil, yes, that is correct. Not all things swap out equally. Peanut butter cookies, got to swap. Peanuts are inflammatory. It's not the first thing I start with, but they are inflammatory. Almond butter cookies for sure. Yes, you guys, I give swaps. If you join my group coaching program, I'll tell you more about it at the end. This is where you get all the goodies in the swaps. Oh, totally. Rhonda says it's not about the sweets, it's the potato chips and the popcorn. Did you know that there's a potato chip you can have? And it's not homemade. I'm so excited about this. It's one of the grocery store swaps that I talk about. Same with popcorn. You just have to make sure it's non-GMO, cooked in avocado oil or coconut oil for popcorn. Yes, Christy, that's right. I forgot. So Christy was in my group coaching program, and she said, I feel like making a coconut cream pie for my mom for Mother's Day. And I was like, I'm on it. I will find you one. And I found her the swap for a coconut cream pie. Okay, so you want to feel better right now. Here's what you need to do, you guys. You need to swap out the top 6 inflammatory foods for options that taste similar but don't inflame. Here are some examples for these random 3 treats, right? Baking flour for the cupcakes, we use coconut flour in this instance. Butter or lard, coconut oil. Make sure it is cold pressed virgin. They're starting to do refined oil because the food industry will do whatever they can make money off of. And refined oil is inflammatory. You guys are starting to see all these nuances that I teach in the program. It can be confusing until you take a course and really understand it. The frosting butter, this is fun. The frosting, the chocolate frosting is actually made with avocados. Does not taste like avocados. My kids love it. It's so good. Instead of cane sugar or high fructose corn syrup or any of the other, many of the top 50 names of processed sugars you may find in cupcakes, we use pure maple syrup. Okay, the next thing you want to do to feel better right now is to drink 1 gallon of water per day. For adults. For children, it's less. I'm running over time, so I'm not going to dive super into this, but those of you who are in my water challenge know about it. I write about it in my book, Piece of Cake, The Secret to an Anti-Inflammatory Diet. It is the #1 method to melt inflammation from your body without changing your diet. I totally recommend changing your diet. Those of you who did the water challenge, you got this much of like this much or more that's available to you and feeling good. You just got a taste of it, and I know a lot of you got an awesome taste. So for the lemon bars, we swapped out baking flour for almond flour, butter for coconut oil. Again, processed sugar, we use raw honey. Raw is important because it's not heated. Heated honey is inflammatory. So once it's been heated, which is most standard honeys, if it doesn't say raw, it's been heated. That's inflammatory. And then the third thing you want to do to start feeling better right now in this movement, in this instant, to make a commitment to, is to gently move your body. You don't need to go do crazy cardio. You don't need to go do major workouts, right? You need to move your body gently. Go for a walk, play with your kids in the playground, do some yoga, do some stretching, take your dog for a walk. Like, it can be chill. It can be chill. Okay. I'm just reading your comments really quick because you guys are writing so many awesome comments. So many of you guys just are talking about the water cleanse or the water challenge. You did amazing. Awesome. Ordered my book. Did you say almond butter is inflammatory? No, but peanut butter is. And almond butter, all the nut butters, you guys, it'll say like natural, organic, and look so good. Many of them have processed sugar. So read the ingredients. It's not about the grams of sugar. It's not about a banana has 20 grams of sugar, so does a candy bar. The candy bar is processed sugar. The banana is natural occurring sugar. The banana will give you health. The candy bar will degenerate those cells like we talked about. So it's all about the natural kind. Everyone's asking about the potato chip. Okay, so there's a couple different kinds, but you want to find an organic, non-GMO avocado oil. Avocado oil is what you can heat up without it going really rancid. Same thing with coconut oil, but coconut oil is often refined. So look for 100% avocado oil, non-GMO, organic. There's a couple different brands. I believe Boulder, I think it is, has one. Kettle Chips have one. And what is the other one? It's like Feel Good for Life or something like that. If you're in my group coaching program, you get inside the Facebook group, you get all the swaps. So yes, amazing. Okay, moving on. You want to take it to the next level? You've already done the top 6 inflammatory foods. Awesome. So we, in the group coaching program, and this is where we dive deeper, and this is going to be probably my 3rd book, Learn how to upregulate your detox pathways through supplementation, biohacking, next level foods to support detox. So we go beyond the top 6 inflammatory. There are still others that may be more nuanced, causing inflammation. We figure those out. Breathing techniques and mindset. We take these action steps with simple, doable, and easy movements towards forward that produce huge results. I have a picture of a juice here where we don't juice. Okay, if you want to juice, that's awesome. Nothing against juicing other than it takes so much darn time. We do this with ease. The success to melt inflammation, reverse or significantly improve chronic symptoms, and feel better forever, you need to make sure it's easy, tasty, and fast. Those are the keys to success. And that is exactly what I teach everyone in my group coaching program. Okay, which is why my next book, The Clean Eating Kid, is a shameless plug here, is all about anti-inflammatory grocery store food swaps. So The Clean Eating Kid, check out, you guys, this is my son, Tashi. In The Clean Eating Kid, grocery store food swaps for an anti-inflammatory diet. Dr. William Sears, world-renowned pediatrician, wrote the foreword. Dr. Hyman gave advanced praise, who is like my mentor in the world of inflammation. All kinds of incredible advanced praise. It's just amazing. And inside, I walk you down the aisles and give you food swaps down each aisle that I put into my cart. There's over 100 food swaps, but I want to show you just a couple examples. So if you like cheese and you're like, oh, I was a total cheeseaholic, I still kind of am, right? You're like, I can't give up my cow dairy, I can't give up my cheese. I can find you. Goat cheese is like pungent and soft. Some people may love that. I don't really love it. But goat cheese is having a whole new world, a whole new like revelation in its life. And they're making mozzarella goat cheese and cheddar goat cheese. Some companies better than others in terms of taste, but this is shreddable, meltable. I make it quesadillas and lasagna, you guys, anti-inflammatory style, using this Mount Sterling goat cheese. It's amazing. You want to find the right bar. I love the Rewind bars. Some of you have had them before. They're amazing. You have to only order them off of online right now, but they're so good. Then you've got Simple Mills. They've got all these cookies. If you don't want to bake cookies, I can actually hook you up with grocery store swaps to buy cookies without any of the top 6 inflammatory foods. Lisa says that you can help launch my book, The Clean Eating Kid. I would love if you were on my book launch team. Thank you. Cauliflower pizza crust from Cauliflower Foods. You guys, here's the things that you learn in my group coaching program, and you're going to learn it right here and right now too. So there's a lot of cauliflower pizza crust out there, and there's cauliflower crackers and all this, and they look so healthy, and you're like, ooh, I'm doing myself a favor. I'm taking this amazing vegetable and I'm incorporating it into my pizza and crackers and pasta. This brand, Cauliflower Foods, is the only brand that I have found, and I've researched them quite thoroughly, that does not have inflammatory ingredients. And in fact, Cauliflower Foods, you have to get the plant-based original flavor to make sure there's no cow dairy. All the others, though, have refined oils. Some of them have sugars. A lot of them have cow dairy. So you're getting hit with a lot of inflammatory food when you think you're doing something good. Do you understand these nuances? It's crazy. Jen says, yes, the hard goat cheese is definitely doable. We have a goat near us. Love all these. Agree. Yeah, totally. Sandy also loves nut cheeses. Just be careful. There's a lot of refined oils in nut cheeses. Maybe you found an awesome one, but that can be tricky. All right. Who loves chocolate? Let me know if you love chocolate. My daughter just did the play Frozen, and if any of you mamas out there have probably seen the movie Frozen, and the girls say chocolate, they love it. So there's a number of different chocolate options. You do not have to give up your chocolate to follow anti-inflammatory diet the way I do. Jan says Hue is one of them. Totally love Hue. This is the cleanest, like healthiest, like actually feel like you're putting health inside your body while eating chocolate. Honey Mamas. Honey Mamas is the name. They have more flavors in this. There's like a dried lavender, there's a coconut, there's a coffee, there's a cardamom, there's a spicy one, there's a regular chocolate, there's a peppermint. They're so good. It's made with raw cacao, extra virgin olive oil, not just, coconut oil, not refined, which is, you have to watch that. It's made with raw honey, again, not regular honey, but raw honey, vanilla extract, sea salt, and then whatever flavoring like spice they add. It's so clean and delicious. So these are some examples that when you join the Facebook group in our group coaching program, you guys, I have over 100 food swaps that are listed in the group coaching program, as well as recipes. It's super fun. All right, so we want to putting it all together in my 9-week group coaching program called Have It All. And in a minute, we're going to raffle off a free prize for someone who's going to win this program. I'm so excited. So this person says, all these people have been in my group coaching program, and they say, I'm so excited. I got on the scale this morning to check my weight. I've lost 9 pounds since I started the program. Note to self, this person has now lost 37 pounds. This was at the very beginning. Since I'm drinking so much water, I don't have the cravings I did to grab something to eat. I've really been paying attention to what I'm eating. Also found myself really looking at the ingredients. I teach a lot about ingredients. While I was at the store the other day looking for food, what a difference, hard to believe. This woman actually had Hashimoto's, an autoimmune condition. She told me the other day that when she started the program, she had to go to a chiropractor doctor 2 times a week because she was in so much pain throughout her body. Now, she has not been for 3 months. She's been in the program for about 6 months. She has not gone to a chiropractor. Can't remember if she said it was 2 or 3 months, but it was a very long time versus 2 times a week. Multiple months. How amazing is that? She's down 37 pounds. Her Hashimoto, she is getting off of meds for Hashimoto's. She is stabilizing her hormones. She is experiencing so much more energy. It's amazing. This person says, I can't tell you enough how much your program has impacted my health. Your empathy and love for people shines through. I love this person so much. You are patient and kind. I'm honored to have and met you, even though not in person. You guys, we figured out for this person that she had major neurotoxins in her body. Once she got out the top 6 inflammatory foods, I was able to help her discover that, because there are live weekly coaching calls that you get. That's interactive over Zoom. You get to talk to me. We have interactive coaching, and this person has also lost, I'm not 100% positive, around 40 pounds, but most importantly, we're getting the neurotoxins out of her body that were causing massive autoimmune-like conditions that doctors couldn't figure out. This person says, we were having a conversation. She says, I know I'm crying because I haven't been able to feel this good in a long time. She had fibromyalgia. I keep claiming my total healing girl. God does not want any of us to live in pain. And it's true. Our bodies are meant to heal. Our bodies default to healing. It is only us that gets in the way. This person said, yes, I'm a newbie to most of this. I'm over the moon impressed with this program and all of Jenny's help. She's the best. I've tried so many programs in my life and yo-yo diet. I can't wait to see and feel the results. Thank you so much. And the last person, this person actually, her background was in nutrition, and says, you've truly blown my mind so many times today. Such life-changing info. Thank you. Okay, you guys. You all know I'm giving away 1 free coaching program valued at $497 at the end of this class. You must be present to win. So what does a 9-week group coaching program look like? Here's what happens. You will reverse chronic symptoms through anti-inflammatory eating without feeling overwhelmed and deprived. You will increase your knowledge and gain insight from people who have been where you are. You guys heard a little snippet of my story. Man, I have been there. And so many of the people in our incredible community have as well. You'll experience vibrant health, tasty foods, anti-inflammatory style. During the 9 weeks, you will get accountability, and this is part of what helps to keep you on track. You guys, it takes time to create new behaviors, new patterns, to learn. It's one thing to be like, oh, I know what to do, I'm gonna apply it. But then, like so many of you have been telling me today, you have a difficult time sticking with it. You're human. It's not a judgment. We all get it, but this program supports you so that doesn't happen. So in your accountability, you have a student center every week, and I'll show you in a second. You'll have streamlined videos. They're short and concise that talk about each of the top 6 inflammatory foods, 1 food at a time, so we're not overwhelmed, so that this is something we can try on without being like, I'm going all in, and then we fall off the wagon. We're not doing it like that, right? You get an additional 3 weeks of lessons to help you alleviate stress in your day-to-day life and improve your overall sense of well-being, because I believe in holistic healing. 9 weeks of accountability. You get live coaching every week. You get live coaching from me and my other coaches. I work every other week, or I don't work. I do the live calls every other week. My assistant does the other live calls. And then you have me every single day in the Facebook group. And during that, we answer your questions to help remove obstacles in your way. You also gain a community to heal with. I have to tell you, the friendships and bonds and celebrations and supporting and inspiration in our Facebook group and the people that show up for our calls are truly remarkable. And last, you get access to my Have It All private Facebook group, answers to your daily questions. One of the things I've heard most commonly is, I'm so grateful how quickly you answer questions. I'm there within 10 minutes, more times than not. Not guarantee that, definitely within the day, but very, very quickly. You get recipes, grocery store food swaps, inspiration, camaraderie, all comprised. And I do lots of Facebook Lives if something comes up and it's a question that can't be answered quickly writing out. I'll do a Facebook Live so you can all hear. Lifetime access. No, it is a 9-week group coaching program, but you all right now get an early access pass since you are on this call, or if you're listening to the recording. The program starts September 16th. It's 9 weeks. You get 25 free days before that. And I do that for a very specific reason. And when we have lifetime access, and I want to hear how many of you have ever done this, because I know I'm definitely guilty. When you have lifetime access to a program, how quickly do you take action often? And how many of you actually complete the program? Lisa, who helps me, she did the program and she said, I remember she was like, at the first she was kind of like, oh, I wish this was lifetime access, a little bit of grumble. And then at the end of the program, she said it's the only program she's ever finished. So there is a reason to the madness, and it's called love. Okay, the Student Center, you guys, this is to give, I'm not going to go over all these, but this gives you an idea of each week what you get in these short videos. You get PDFs, you get the weekly coaching guide. We talk each week, we're looking at how is inflammation affecting you. We're looking at one of the top 6 inflammatory foods. We're talking about detoxing properly. We give you step-by-step directions to help you heal. Okay, step-by-step directions. Unchunk it or break it down, right? Unpack it is what I meant to say, so that this can become manageable and easy. We talk about movement. We talk about mocktails, socializing. We talk about it all, even deep breathing. You can call it meditation, call it deep breathing. I don't really care, but it's this deep breathing that supports the nervous system. And we have week 9, which is, it's actually an 8-week course. The 9-week course is a bonus. Week 9 is a bonus where I bring in a monthly guest presenter, a nationally or sometimes internationally renowned guest presenter that are highly influential, best-selling authors, amazing keynote speakers, just high-end coaches and practitioners who speak to you guys about holistic healing. There's also a mini course on how to travel and maintain anti-inflammatory eating in week 9. Here are some of the examples of people that I brought in as guest presenters, and you have access to all of these as well as every month that you're in the program for the 9 weeks. So you'll have 3 guest presenters during that time that you'll have beyond these. So Jen Eden is a sugar addiction expert. She's an author. She's a Channel 12 health contributor. How to tame anxiety over the holiday season, or any time for that matter. Tanya Harris, award-winning environmental toxin specialist. How to detoxify your home. Ryan Lee, founder of Rewind Bars. He reverses autoimmune disease while living a busy life, incorporating strong boundaries. You guys, busy life meaning he's built multiple 8-figure businesses, has 4 kids. Sarah Nannon, Renegade Widow, how to move through grief so you can heal. I could go on and on. You guys can read some of these, right? But loads and loads of bonuses. In addition, you get a 3-month anti-inflammatory meal plan that teaches you how to streamline in the kitchen. It gives you a grocery list. I give you a clean eating kit masterclass, because we can't leave that out. We have to help our families. A Heal Now masterclass, right, for people who have autoimmune or crisis type symptoms. All of these bonuses are valued at over $4,000. You guys, $4,000. Some of these people you can't even get on a call one-on-one. So, as I mentioned, everyone who's listening to this masterclass right now, or everyone who is watching the recording, For the next 2.5 days only, the cart closes very quickly in 2.5 days. But if you are here and your soul is telling you, yes, this is for you, there is a reason. If you're on this call and listening to the recording, you get an early access pass to the coaching program, up to 25 free days beginning now. As soon as you sign up, you get access into the program, and we will officially start September 16th as a cohort, but you will be with everyone else that's in the program, and every week you will get everything, the live coaching calls, the videos that are recorded, everything. The guest presenters, everything you will have access to now, so you can begin. And by the way, everything is recorded, everything. I get it. We can't all have the same schedule. Everything's recorded, and I make sure that there is a post where you can ask any questions for the live coaching calls. If you have questions, and people take me up on this all the time, I can address them in the live coaching calls so you can listen. What's really cool is that you will think, oh, I don't have any questions, or I just have this one question. And other people will ask questions, and you'll go, oh, I totally had that question. I just didn't realize it. So again, the official start date for the Have It All, this program, this cohort begins September 16th. Another one will not be offered until after the new year. This is your time to sign up, and it is only available until midnight on Friday, 2.5 days. Here's what I want you guys to know. I know that was a lot of information and quotes and part of selling. I almost am going to cry in a second. Here's what I want you to know. You are not another number. I've been there. I've been a number. I've been a statistic. I've been a random person, and you are not that. You're not some random person who signs up for an online course. I want you to know that I care about you, and I believe in your healing. It's not just my belief, it's science. We combine that together, and it's a winning equation. Allow me to guide you along the most beautiful path of transformation. Donna says, and I think we're almost there, you guys. Donna says, I recommend Jenny Carr Health to anyone looking to remove inflammation from their body. Jenny's knowledge about inflammation is mind-blowing. Within 3 months, my cholesterol has dropped more than 30 points. My BMI is down 3.5%, and I have lost 13 pounds. And most of all, my pain has decreased tremendously. No more hair loss. I have more energy. For me, someone that has several autoimmune disorders, this is amazing. If I had only met Jenny 5 years ago, I would not have taken an early retirement. I want you to take that in. That is a big why. Who knew foods and the power of water could free your body from inflammation? Thank you, Jenny, for all you're doing for us to free us from inflammation. You guys, I don't believe in a magic pill. I believe in getting to the root of your chronic symptoms so you can heal and regenerate on a cellular level. Is it a magic pill? Maybe not, but it definitely feels like magic. I'm invested in your healing. Together, we will forge a path so you can feel great for life. Lisa Barnett, who was on this call and helped me make this PowerPoint, so I know it's okay that her name is showing. She says, yes, they have kept telling me for the last 2 years that I needed meds. I said, wait, I want to try with my diet. I tried many things before this program and it didn't work for me. I couldn't stick to it, but this program is more than doable and not overwhelming. Another person says, hi, I'm so happy I'm doing this and actually sticking to it, getting my water and eating well, no sugar or alcohol for the last 2 weeks. My skin looks so much better, brighter, healthier. Plus I get out of bed much more easily and I lost 5 kilos. Convert yourselves, but please say in, it's a lot, at least in my mind. You guys, I could go on and on. There were so many testimonials. It was hard for me to choose all of them and put them in, and I don't want to inundate you with them. But I want you to understand that this works. Tried and true, time and time again. Joan says, is it on a particular day of the week? You get all the recordings. So the video Student Center, Joan, is for you to listen to at your own convenience, and the PDFs. And then you ask questions in the Facebook group. The coaching calls rotate. One week it's on one day, another week it's on another day. I think they're changing for the fall, so that we can try and catch as many people as possible. The guest presenters are in a different week. So we have lots of opportunities. It's not just on one day, 1 week. We have lots of opportunities for you to listen in. Okay, I'm trying to see what questions you guys have. This says sign up now, only 2.5 days until the cart closing. Right now, open up your browser. If your soul says yes, if you know that you were brought here to this webinar, to this masterclass for a reason, to heal, if you need like that final answer, because none of the times have worked, and if they did, you didn't maintain, or they didn't stay feeling good, this is it. Go to www.jennycarhealth, JennyCarhealth.com/coaching. You can join now, join me along with our truly remarkable private Facebook community as you take the first and last step towards vibrant healing and joy. We made it to the end, and you guys were rock stars. Before we raffle this off, I want to take any questions you may have about the group coaching program. If you have signed up, let me know. We're going to raffle it off now. Lisa, let's raffle it off now, and then we'll take any questions and answers that people may have so that they know whether or not they won the raffle and can decide if they want to buy it themselves. I love you guys. You are so amazing, and you have been so good at keeping me going. So thank you so much, because I was looking at myself the whole time. It was truly an honor to have you all here. I'm looking at both the Facebook Live and the Facebook Live and also the Zoom chat. You guys are amazing. How many of you right now are like, my soul is saying I need this? You have that gut feeling that this is what you need to do. The cost of the program is $497. You can do 3 payments of $197 or 1 payment of $497. You get all the bonuses, early access, worth over $4,000. And Lisa is going to come up with the winner. This is so exciting. Remember, the sooner you sign up, the sooner you get the all access pass. Sandy's saying, yes, I want it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad this was a good presentation. I hope it really helped you. I hope no matter what you do, whether you sign up for my group coaching program, have it all, or not, I really hope that you are inspired, motivated to take action. Because it is the gap between knowledge and action where so many of us fall down. And we need to close that gap, right? That is the purpose of this program. And Lisa says, okay, I have a winner. If she is here right now and responds, Dawn Cable is our winner from the group coaching program. Dawn, are you here still? Let us know. Oh, I think she just said I do. I just saw it. She was like 5 comments away in the Facebook group. Congratulations, Dawn. If you're here and hearing us, please comment below. And we will see if a comment shows up. She is. Lisa says she is. Congratulations, Dawn. Everyone's saying congratulations, congratulations. I am so excited, Dawn, to have you join. And I'm so excited for all of you who showed up, who know this is the time. You know you are on this call for a reason. You have heard all the testimonials. You have heard the science. You have heard the inspiration, the motivation, and you've seen the tasty foods. Let's regenerate your cells instead of degenerate. Let's push out the inflammation and reverse these chronic symptoms that you thought you might have to live with forever. Let's go back to your why. How are these symptoms stopping you from living the day-to-day life that you dream of? And let's fix that. Let's give you a transformation. Let's give you healing. Let's give you a new lens on life, because you deserve it. You truly, truly do. And our bodies are meant to heal. We just need to help put them in that healing state. So I'm just going to take a moment to answer any questions or answers. Oh, Dawn says she's crying. Oh, I'm going to cry. I love you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that you are here. Thank you for all the loves and hearts on Facebook. You guys are the sweetest. If anyone has any questions, I'm going to hang out for about 5 more minutes. If you are going to www.jennycarhealth.com/coaching and you're signing up, let me know so I can celebrate with you. We are going to become amazing friends. Thank you, Lisa just posted the chat or posted it in the chat box on the Zoom, and I bet she will here on the Facebook group in just a moment. Dawn, please make sure you send Lisa your information at info@jennycarhealth.com, info@jennycarhealth.com. Yes, if you want to send me a private email, absolutely. My direct email is Jenny, I feel like we're family, you guys, all of us, at jennycarhealth.com. Feel free to send me a private email. If you have questions, you want to dig in a little bit deeper and make sure this is a good fit, I hear you. I know that it's an investment, but like I think the last testimonial or one of the last testimonials said, had that person found this way of eating 5 years ago, she wouldn't have had to retire. Think of how much money you spend on doctor's bills and prescriptions and tests not working. Think of how much it's impacting your life. We can fix that. Darla says she's getting ready to do it now. Woohoo! Diane says, is there any coffee that isn't bad for you? Make sure it's organic. If your adrenals or thyroids are taxed, caffeine in general is going to tax them more. And those are an important component of healing. But if you need coffee right now, and that will change over the course of the program if you work with me, because your body will become alkaline and your taste buds will shift. But if you need coffee right now, get organic, because coffee is one of the most pesticide-laden food products out there. And if you are not getting organic, you're grinding the pesticides up, putting it in a hot steamer, and then drinking it. No bueno. Then also think about what you put in your coffee, because that's a tricky one for people too. You guys are incredible. I'm going to wait just a couple more minutes for any questions or answers. I'm so honored that you all showed up. I'm so honored that you're here on this health journey with me. Please grab a copy of my book, Piece of Cake, The Secret to an Anti-Inflammatory Diet. If you want to join the book launch team for The Clean Eating Kid, let us know. You can email us at info@thecleaneatingkid.com or click on the link that Lisa posted a while ago. That comes out January 21st, which I'm very excited for, and we have a big marketing plan to really promote that. So the more people I can have on my inner circle to help with the grassroots movement, I would appreciate it. Our youngest generation is the first generation in history that is reported, they're predicted to not outlive their parents. So our youngest generation is predicted to not outlive their parents, and it is due to inflammation and toxins. There was a major documentary called Fed Up all about it. It's really that and combination of my son's story, which you guys will learn later or learn about in the Clean Eating Kid Masterclass if you join the program. Otherwise, in my book down the road, it is our kids need our help, and we have to be the change. This isn't just about you guys. You may be thinking, you probably are thinking, because that's the point, like, oh, I want to heal, I want to feel better, like all these things. But what you do, how you show up for yourself, is the most beautiful ripple effect to your families, your friends, to your community, to the world. I see it time and time again, and it's one of the most incredible aspects of clean eating. It inspires so many people without telling them what to do. They just watch you and they're inspired. And can this reverse fatty liver? I had fatty liver from massive neurotoxins. My mom had fatty liver from massive. Yes, I've helped so many people reverse fatty liver from this. Absolutely. I don't have it anymore. I guess I should have said that, but it's very common and very easy to reverse this way. Rebecca says, can I drink a cup of black tea? Make sure it's organic. All tea, make sure it's organic. And if you have thyroid or adrenal issues, I would not do that. What's the name of the documentary? It's called Fed Up by Katie Couric. Katie Couric, not Katie Curry. Katie Couric, Fed Up. It's an amazing documentary. Okay, you guys, one more minute for any questions, and I am going to say adieu, send you infinite love. I really hope that you join me for this incredible, beautiful, amazing, transformational, scientific-based journey where you will heal, you will feel better. And remember, we only have until Friday night to sign up. I know the course doesn't start till September 16th, but the open cart is only for 2.5 days. You guys, I'm giving you this early access pass only for 2.5 days. You will not be able to sign up at all after Friday at midnight. Okay? So I love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Congratulations to all of our winners. So good, Sharon. I'm so glad that you were inspired. I love, love, love you back. And we will talk to you guys very soon. Have a beautiful night. Take care. Bye-bye.